Cape Verde has become the smallest nation ever to book its spot in the knockout rounds of the World Cup. After a goalless draw with Saudi Arabia, the Cape Verdeans stayed on the field of play to wait for confirmation that Spain had beaten Uruguay. Spain's victory meant Cape Verde had officially advanced, sparking uncontained joy and elation for the African nation's players. And Cape Verde's reward is absolutely huge, because guess who they've got in the round of 32 in their first ever World Cup knockout match? It's none other than Lionel Messi and the reigning world champions Argentina. And what a moment too for Cape Verde's 40-year-old goalkeeper Vozinha and his mother, who was right there in the crowd proudly watching her son. It was her second match of the tournament after missing Vozinha's epic performance against Spain due to visa issues.
Cape Verde has qualified. Let's take a look. It's the story of the tournament, perhaps the revelation of the century. Cape Verde is through to the round of 16, and they're facing Argentina, the runners-up from Spain's group. Goodbye Saudi Arabia, and goodbye Uruguay. A tiny island nation of 200,000 people is going to play the next round against the reigning champions and against Messi. There is no better story than that. And mind you, Vozinha had already made himself the star of the tournament along with his mom, who finally got to see him play. They managed to draw against Saudi Arabia, a match where neither side knew what was happening in the Spain versus Uruguay game, so they were playing for everything. Both teams had chances to win it, especially in the final minutes, but both failed to convert. And I say it's the story of the tournament because they had already achieved something epic just to qualify, knocking Cameroon out during the African qualifiers. And now they've gone through the group stage undefeated. They didn't lose to Spain, they didn't lose to Saudi Arabia, and they didn't lose to Uruguay. Who would have told these people who were living normal lives not so long ago, working very ordinary jobs, even in carpentry, that not only would they be playing in the most important tournament in history, with the whole world getting to know who they are, but that they would actually qualify. They should treat this match as the gift it is. Obviously, the opposition will try to knock them out, but that's the nature of the sport. In a single day within the same group, we witnessed one of the biggest disappointments in the tournament's history, and I believe the greatest surprise ever.
Small island with big dreams. It's a beautiful story because people, they don't want to see the expected, they want to see the unexpected. And what has happened here, we see a small island do good, qualify, and that is what people, the fans, will remember. We know France is going to win 3 out of 3. They're the favorites, that's expected. In the future, it's not like we go back and we're going to say France, they won 3 out of 3 group stage. And when they win the big trophy, it's different story.
Let me tell you about an app called Free Cash. Free Cash is the #1 app worldwide, allowing users like yourself to make money off their phone for free. If you want to make $200 plus a week for free, download using my link in the description or the QR code on the screen. If you download now for free using my link or QR code, you will get a free $5 into your account for free. That's $5 for free, no requirements. So download Free Cash today to make easy, quick, and free money.
But you want to see the smaller nations surprise people, because when they do that, you're going to talk about it for a long time. And I think it means more for them than for the favorites to win already in the group stage and do their thing. So it's just amazing to see. Big compliments for them. Thierry said they are a good nation. So the question is, should we be surprised or should we be demanding of this? They didn't win in the group stage. They got the 3 points, but it's not important how you qualify. It's important that you qualify.
A few moments later.
Cape Verde's national team captain, Ryan Mendes, the man who led his country on a historic World Cup run, has now been accused of. According to public reports, the alleged incident took place in March. A woman who worked with the Cape Verde national team as a translator and operations assistant during an international match filed a police report accusing Mendes of sexually assaulting her. Reports say the complaint includes medical records, a forensic examination, and photographs of her injuries. The case is now under police investigation. The news sent shockwaves through the football world. Just days earlier, Ryan Mendes was being celebrated as the captain who helped a nation of only a few 100,000 people make history on football's biggest stage. He had become a symbol of pride for Cape Verde and an inspiration to fans around the world. Now, that admiration has quickly turned into controversy. Some people believe the alleged victim, while others argue that everyone deserves the presumption of innocence until the investigation is complete. It's important to note that Ryan Mendez has not been formally charged or found guilty by any court. At this stage, these are allegations, and the legal process is still ongoing. The World Cup may produce unforgettable miracles, but the law doesn't stop for football. What really happened will ultimately be determined by the evidence and the courts.
This right here is sad, bro. This is what it means when they say a woman can ruin an empire. Here's the reality. She claims this happened in March. We are in June. Why wait until your country advanced in the second round of the World Cup? Why? Why wait until the captain of the team had the biggest moment in his life before you said something? Why waited for the moment just to try to steal the moment and make it about you? Why, when it happened, you didn't just go to the cops? Why you waited? Is this a coincidence that she waited all this time just to put this allegation out there that will not only damage her country's World Cup team, they may get disqualified from the World Cup? Who knows? But it's just kind of crazy that she waited for this moment to say something. Look, all I'm simply saying is this. You got to pay attention to a person's actions. Sometimes these women crave attention, brother, and they will wait patiently for that opportunity. The fact that she waited until this team advanced, and look, the team, the country was such a great story in the World Cup. Everything was looking up for Cape Verde until this woman is now accusing a player on the team with the worst type of allegation that you could put on a man. Now, if it's true, of course, he should be dealt with appropriately. But the sad reality is, if it's not true, nothing is going to happen to her besides she stole the moment and made it about her. I'm just saying, just think about the mindset of a person, right? She is watching her country on the map. The world is saying great things about her country at this point. But for some reason, she waited until now, when her country shocked the world and advanced to the next round, to say this about the captain of the team. After the captain got all the credit in the world, she was sitting back angry. I hate him. She didn't think about the people of a country. She didn't think about her family or friends, because if this is not true, it is going to be a bad look on her and her family, just trying to get some clout. So, but again, it's just the mindset of a woman to make a huge moment like this about her. And y'all could say whatever y'all want to say. My thing is this: if it happened in March, you shouldn't wait until June to say something right after your country advanced to the second round. Why wait all this time for something that bad? If something that bad happened to you, yo, go to the cops immediately, yo. You don't hold that and wait for a moment. But see, you got to pay attention to a person's mindset. That's a person with a motive, and that's the problem. And this is why, as men, you got to be careful who you're messing with, man. Because let's deal with reality. This guy is the captain. He's a star on the team. He's the man. A lot of chicks naturally want him. Hypergamy is real. Women are always going to go for the top guy, and especially on a soccer team, the captain, the skipper, come on. Those dudes be getting all the chicks. We all know that the whole time. This is why I tell your dudes all the time, you have to pay attention to a woman's motive. Why is she here? What does she want from me? Whole time, this chick probably had a motive the whole time. She could plan to accuse him of this before him even interacting with her. This is why, as a man, you have to be careful when you're dealing with these women. I keep telling you all, bro, a lot of these women are just trying to destroy you, bro. Sometimes, as men, we think we are players. But the thing about these birds, like I always tell you guys, they will pull you down to their level. You could be on top of the game, but from the time you look down and reach down and deal with a bird, she got you. Because you're never going back up fucking with that bird. This is what I be trying to tell you all dudes, man. You have to pay attention to a woman's motive. Observe her. Pay attention to the questions that she's asking. Because while you're thinking it's a good time, she's just plotting. How can I use this dude to power up? Look, fellas, what I'm saying is this, man. Be careful out here. And you got to understand, once you become a successful man, you are going to attract a lot of birds and a lot of evil women who will try to destroy you just because you're a successful man, just because you are the man. There are some women out here who hate dudes just because they're the man. Just because he's him, it makes her angry because somebody probably scorned her back in the day. So she hates successful dudes. It's crazy out here, man. But please leave your thoughts in the comments, man. Let me know what y'all thought about this, okay? It's your boy AyeQ. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm out. If you haven't yet, go get you some of that merch. Y'all already know. Don't feed the birds. That's what it is. We don't feed the birds over here. So if you rock with your boy, go get you some of that good merch.